Greetings, season's greetings, autumn greetings. Happy autumn and happy new moon. In this video, I want to share a meditation / yoga kriya that is the perfect companion for this new season. In the autumn, with the weather change, a lot of people find themselves indoor more often. This kriya is the perfect companion to add to your kriya practice, your meditation practice, your healing and elevation practice. The meditation or the kriya is known as Sak Kriya. It has 3 major benefits that I have witnessed within my journey. Number 1, it stimulates the Kundalini energy, the creative energy, the sexual energy. Number 2, it creates mental balance. Number 3, when done consistently, it can assist someone with correcting habitual behavior patterns. So, back to number 1. It's perfect for people who are practicing abstinence or celibacy, because a lot of people's energy, stays in their sexual area and they don't send it up to their other higher faculties and other parts of their body. So Sak Kriya channels that energy up, redirects the flow up, which in return changes that, quote unquote sexual energy, it's creative energy, but makes it healing energy for the body. And that is beneficial to people who are practicing celibacy and abstinence, because when the energy is just kind of like down there, then they might be more, inclined to vibrate in that chakra and, focused on activities, to dissipate energy in that chakra, like sexual activities. Perfect for people who are in the abstinence and celibacy lifestyle, whether they are in their virginity or waiting for marriage or for that special divine partner. When you practice Sak Kriya regularly, you will notice that you aren't sexually focused. You're constantly sending that energy up, so it's not just staying in one place, and with the focus being on your creativity and your higher faculties and healing your body, then you're just growing in that space, and it's excellent for that. For the second benefit, the mental health, the mental balance, a lot of people's mental health and mental balance is out of balance, relating to the lower 3 chakras, or the foundation of it oftentimes starts down there. So Sak Kriya creates a lot of mental balance and helps correct a lot of mental imbalances, because it is directly relating to sending that energy up again and assisting the self with balancing those aspects of the mind that, need to be balanced for proper mental health. Now, I've noticed in my personal practice that it does help people who are suffering from depression, anxiety, and the whole chemical imbalance of the bipolar up and down thing, because when you are consistent with the meditation or Kriya, it's like a meditation and Kriya, when you're consistent with it, you will notice, if you do suffer from those ailments, you'll notice that you'll be consistent in your state of being. Meaning, if you are a person that suffers from depression or anxiety or the chemical ups and downs, what you'll start to notice is that it's easier for you to stay consistently balanced instead of going into a state of depression if something's not going the way you want, or going into a state of anxiety if something is, triggering that. You no longer are so reactive to get triggered. You are balanced, so you're no longer, being triggered, and you are working through and balancing out those energies to where you're not even triggered in the same way or on the same level, and to the point to where you're just totally above it, especially, with extended practice of the meditation / Kriya. And the third, most beneficial attribute of this meditation Kriya, as I mentioned earlier, is with consistency in the practice, you will notice that you are able to change habitual behavior patterns. For people that have a problem with either overreacting, reacting instead of consciously responding or consciously acting, it helps the person correct and balance those energies to where they are present in the moment. They're not being, triggered by anything again to act out of character, and instead of being reactive or, responding with frustration or anger to situations, it assists the person with staying centered in their self and being more inclined with practice to respond from a conscious space. And as they continue to grow deeper into their practice, eventually they're just continuously responding from a conscious space, no longer in the cycle of habitual detrimental behavior patterns, but getting to the space of mental balance to where they are consciously responding, even if they still do something or say something that is not from their most highest space of consciousness. They're still on another level with it, because it's slowly perfecting the mind so that you operate from better and better and better and better and better levels, of your refinement. So with all that being said, I am definitely excited to share this meditation during this season. A lot of people are in the house more. It's a great opportunity to start a Kriya practice or be consistent with it if you have already done it before. 13 years ago, I was introduced to this Kriya, and I have been practicing it consistently for 5 months now. And I do notice a lot of tremendous benefits in my journey. It's been a very healing exercise. I noticed that when I wasn't consistent, I was still struggling more with that, balance of reactive behavior and mental ups and downs. I'm able to stay more steady especially if I'm dealing with situations that I'd rather not be dealing with. And also even the sexual energy, the creative energy, I remember when I wasn't consistently practicing it, sometimes I would, deal with more of a desire to be, to choosing my words carefully, to entertain that, lower chakra, that, sexual energy. With the consistent practice of Kriya, there's more balance. It's like you're able to look at it from a more holistic space. Like if you are, in the solo space and, you have no desire to, entertain sexual energy, it's totally perfect for that. That's what I have witnessed in my journey of consistently practicing Kriya. It does stimulate the navel center, so if you find that your bowels are stimulated and you need to relieve yourself during the exercise, by all means, don't hold it in. Stop the exercise, go relieve yourself, and then start it again later. It is recommended that you relax afterwards for the amount of time that you did the exercise for. So if you practiced the Kriya for 3 minutes, then that means you would relax for 6 minutes. Or if you did it for 11 minutes, then you would relax for 22 minutes. And so on and so forth. The instructions for the exercise are the mantra portion is you pull in the navel center on Sat, and then you release the navel center on Nam. The breath will automatically adjust itself. It's not something that you have to really, focus on. You have your spine straight and you pull your arms up and interlace your fingers as such. You interlace all your fingers and you allow your index fingers to kiss each other. And then for women, we cross our left thumb over our right thumb as such. And for men, they cross their right thumb over their left thumb. So, like I said, palms are touching, fingers are interlaced except for the index fingers, and thumbs cross over each other. For women, left over right. For men, right over left. And then the arms are hugging the sides of the head. The arms are hugging the sides of the head. So if you are less flexible there, that's okay. Just hug your arms as close to your head as possible, and you will still receive the benefits of the exercise. So again, your palms are together, your thumbs are crossed, your index fingers are pointing straight up. You pull in the navel center on Sat. You release the navel center on Nam. Pull in the navel center on Sat. Release the navel center on Nam. Pull in the navel center on Sat. Release the navel center on Nam. Pull in the navel center on Sat. Release the navel center on Nam. And this is not an exercise that is necessary for pregnant women because too much stimulation of the navel center is not recommended. And if you are practicing the menstrual cycle, you just have to pay attention to your body. And, you know, if you feel lightheaded or anything like that, then, you know, listen to your body and pay attention to if you need to practice it during that time or not. And the exercise is done in rock pose. Rock pose is you are sitting on your heels. Your buttocks are on your heels. And rock pose is also good for the navel center and the digestive system, and even assists people with gallstones. So Kriya is a full body workout, and that's really awesome as well. You know, if you are striving to combine a yoga exercise, a beneficial yoga exercise, as well as a meditation, you can achieve both things with Kriya. And I believe that is all that I had to say about the exercise. You build up your time. I was a cross-country runner, so I was doing a lot of external workouts. I had a, you know, perfect external physique. But even for me, when I first did Kriya, it was like, oh my gosh, I had a hard time with it. So if you find it difficult to hold your arms up in the position for, you know, 3 minutes, just work your way into it. You know, maybe start with 1 minute, but the recommended start time is 3 minutes. But, you know, if it is challenging, just step by step, work your way up. And I'm wishing you all the benefits of this exercise and more. When you are finished, when we are done with the Kriya, you inhale, tighten all your muscles, your abdomen, your sexual locks, and even your neck and your arms. You tighten everything. You hold your breath for as long as possible, nothing over 20 seconds. Then you exhale. Then you inhale. Then you exhale again, and you hold, you know, tighten all of your muscles all the way from your neck to your arms, your abdomen, your mole band, your root lock, your diaphragm lock. You tighten it all, hold it for 5 to 20 seconds, and then release and relax. So we are going to get started, and I have went over the meaning of the tuning in mantras in the previous video, but basically you tune in with Adagore Name, Shigadagore Name, Sakure Name, Siri Gurudei Be Name, and the slower version of that is Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudei Be Name. Basically, the way that I look at it is that we come from the divine source, we come from the almighty source. So in essence, we are the creators of all language. And with all that being said, if you know, aren't comfortable, you know, speaking in other languages, it's just something to meditate on, as far as, you know, the sound vibrations and the meanings of the words. A lot of times people are speaking English and they don't even know what the words that they are speaking mean. So, nevertheless, that mantra is about bowing to the divine. The divine, as in, you know, your divine essence, you know, the divine source from which you come, and, divine knowledge. Om Namo Gurudev Namo is about bowing to the divine teacher within. So I'm going to get started with tuning in and just do a 3-minute Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Ad Kore Name, Jugar Kore Name, Sat Kore Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Ad Kore Name, Jugar Kore Name, Sat Kore Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Ad Kore Name, Jugar Kore Name, Sat Kore Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Sit, nam, 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 sit, nam. Relaxation part of this Kriya. I hope that you add Sat Kriya to your autumn regimen so that you can consistently see the benefits of the stimulation of the Kundalini Energy, as well as channeling the sexual creative energy to be utilized by the body for healing and well-being. If you have enjoyed this meditation, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much and have an amazing day.